Hey Sagittarius, it's Lisa. Here is your April 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading, so if you would like a personal in-depth reading with me, all my information is below. I am going to be holding another contest in April to win a reading with me. If you subscribe and comment on one of the videos, I'll enter you into the draw and we'll be picking the name at the end of the month. Okay, so let's see what April has in store for you. So the overall message for Sagittarius for April 2023 is the Nine of Swords, which is about stress and worry and, sleepless nights, your mind going 100 miles an hour in April. What the challenge is for you in April is moving forward, not being distracted by some things. And walking your path, not looking back, not looking over at what other people are doing. What you don't see coming in April is moving forward with balance. So that's interesting. And then where you need to focus is not overthinking or overanalyzing. Okay, so let's see, Sagittarius. What's going on with you? It's interesting because it feels such different energy for you this month. I think things were moving forward. You're having a lot of successes. They're showing me a lot of paperwork around you. And again, this is general, but I just see a lot of paperwork. I don't know if it's sorting through like taxes or purging, like organizing. There just is like a lot of thoughts going on. Maybe you're implementing some things in your life and there's some paperwork involved, but it's kind of like your mind going 100 miles an hour on all these different things. And with that comes stress and worry, just because it seems like there's a lot to do, a lot to get done. Yeah, there just is a lot going on. And maybe because all of your successes were happening and going, and now it's kind of like, okay, now I got to sort it out and deal with it. Like, how am I going to lay it all out and play with it kind of thing? Like an adjustment month. Okay, so let's see, get some clarity on this Nine of Swords. The Nine of Wands is that, you've come through a lot, you've had successes, you've had failures, you've emotionally gone through some things, just life. You've gone through a lot, and some good, some bad. And it's basically being in this place of where you just kind of have to regather your thoughts, take some deep breaths, and then move forward and tackle the things you need to tackle. It really does feel like, again, they show me paperwork. It's like, and I don't know if that's like, because it's general, if it's metaphorically speaking, where it's about, you got some stuff you need to organize, some things you need to kind of, do. So you need to put your head down and do it, kind of thing, and stop worrying and stressing about it, or stop thinking about it and do it. Okay, so let's get some more clarity on it. Yeah, setting some goals, having resolute action, like I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna do it one way or another. The Six of Cups is about karma, about everything happens for a reason. So if you're being presented with this now, it's kind of like, okay, you need to sort this out and implement some things, like, and again, they show me like file systems and paperwork. It's kind of like you need to get things sorted out before things get really, really busy again. Or like the successes came in, you need to sort things out. Maybe you weren't totally prepared for them. And then you need to kind of implement a plan moving forward. And then they're talking about not focusing on the negative, not focusing on the things that are not working out, and continuing to move forward. Yeah, they're again showing me paperwork. I don't know if you had investments, if it's banking, because there's all this stuff going on with banking. If it's you know, you've had investments and maybe some of the stocks have fallen, and they're just like, don't focus on that. Just move forward, do what you need to do, organize things, spread things out, and that everything, like there's reasons behind certain things and just to move forward. It's almost like, and there's this feeling of things moving forward and gaining some, like you're like, oh yeah, okay, it's going good. And then maybe things have slowed down, but it's kind of like they're giving you an opportunity to reorganize things before everything moves forward. And they show me these documents and these papers again. It's interesting. So this month, Mercury goes into retrograde, which is a great, you know, a time where if you have to sign contracts or do paperwork or anything like that, you need to be very careful that you're reading everything, you know, signing the right documents, all of that kind of stuff. Watch for any errors. It's being really meticulous with certain things because you don't want to make mistakes. So again, they show me paperwork and just making sure you're doing it correctly and making sure that you are organizing it for the future. The card of your challenge for this month is moving forward and walking your path and not getting distracted. It's kind of, again, there's this feeling of where you just, like, you don't want to do whatever this is in whatever area of your life it is. It's kind of like, I just don't want to do this. I'm avoiding it like the plague. There may be an element of worry about it where it's kind of like, oh, I don't know how it's going to turn out, or I'm not sure if this is the right thing. So it's kind of like you need to stop avoiding, stop making excuses, stop being distracted and seeing how other people are doing it or what they're doing. Just walk your path. This is part of your path, and do the work you need to do. So let's get some clarity on that. They're saying that you may need some advice, some professional advice to help you move into the next direction. You may have been dealing with things yourself, and now it's kind of like, okay, I need to get, like if you opened up your own business, I need to get an accountant to do these things. I always did it, but now it's kind of like getting complicated. I need to have an accountant. It could be getting it like a business coach or a personal coach, a life coach. It's very much like, in order to get you to focus and get the things done, this professional comes in that helps you do that, or is around you that wants to help you, and you need to take advantage of the help that they're trying to give you. They're saying that if you move forward, you will have successes with it. So you need to stop worrying about it, because you will have successes and it will lead to more successes. Wow. It actually will lead you to a dream of yours coming true. They're saying this is twofold. They're saying, one, moving forward and moving through this and doing it will help your dream come true. But then they're also saying a dream came true, which is kind of causing this, right? Like a careful what you wish for kind of thing, where it's kind of like, okay, you wish for it, you got it. Now you need to deal with it. And now you need to sort it all out, right? And there's karma at play, and there's all these different things. So it's kind of sorting out some things. And again, there's this feeling of be careful what you wish for, because you got it, and now it's dealing with it. And then it's about focusing on what's right in front of you, doing it, and then what the next steps are. Like, again, it feels very much like putting a plan in for the future of how it's all going to be. So when it really does continue to have more and more successes, you have everything in place. And it's just dealt with, and it's good. Yeah, and then they show me the paperwork again. I don't know if that's just, like I said, a symbol, or if it's actual paperwork that you need to deal with. So what you don't see coming is balance, and is kind of things moving forward easier than you think. That's sort of what it feels like. It's almost like you're dreading doing this thing, or dreading having to deal with this thing and sort it all out and organize it all. And it ends up being a lot easier than you think. And part of that is because there's this professional that you may go to. Yeah, so it's saying the stress and worry, yeah, it's like the more balanced you are, the more you can deal with the stress and worry. The stress and worry, if you move through it, will bring you balance. And it's a lot easier than you think it is, the stress and worry. So you need to kind of just do. This is if you move forward and you balance yourself and you move forward with balance. So not rushing forward. Again, they show me paperwork. So if anybody's signing a contract or doing taxes or like dealing with paperwork, maybe even at work if you deal with a lot of paper, just make sure you're being really thorough in it, because it feels very much like mistakes can be made. Make sure that you're checking everything over, and dealing with any errors from the past or anything, like organizing things so that way you can deal with it easier. Just make sure that you're going at a nice, calm, steady pace rather than rushing forward to get it done. Like if you're like, oh God, I don't want to do this, I'm going to rush forward and get it done. And then you may make mistakes. So just move forward with balance, because then you'll have more success at it and it will lead to more success in the future. If you move forward dealing with this in April, you are moving towards your destiny, and it feels very much again like things lining up, right? Like it's kind of like you're putting things in place now, even though you like it's worrisome or like something you're dreading, but it pays out in the end. So it's worth the work. And then if you do move forward, it's moving you towards success. So they keep saying it over and over again. So it's like, just deal with this stuff, do it with balance, make sure you're doing it correctly. If you need to get professional help, get professional help to help you move through it. And then you'll have this in place for the future. Okay, and then the last card is where they want you to focus on. And it's very much about overthinking and overanalyzing. And it, again, they show me this thing where you're pulling in, like, I can do this. I've always done it this way. I've always dealt with this. I can do it. And they're saying, no, you need to follow the light. You need to kind of get help. You need to stop overanalyzing and overthinking a situation. If you just went and got help, it would help you move in the direction that, like, it will have more success. And again, they show me paperwork. So interesting, Sagittarius. Okay. So they're saying, yes, by stopping overthinking and overanalyzing, and going and, maybe getting this help from this professional, you'll build this foundation to your future, which will then lead to more and more success. But it's like, you need to build this foundation. You need to implement these things and this plan for the future. Without it, things kind of, you'll stay in this place of stress and worry, or it'll just recycle back again. Again, they're saying you just need to have resolute action. Do it. Set that goal, get it done, and do it. And do it properly, though. They keep emphasizing it. They're saying the things will actually move forward fast. They're talking about travel, how that just kind of threw in there, but it's kind of like, if you focus on this, then you'll be going, there'll be a benefit of it at the end. Yeah. And then the last card is heartache leads to new beginnings. That certain things that have happened have led to this place, which is a new beginning and a lot of new things and wonderful things coming. But it's like, you have to go through this heartache to get this new beginning. And it's like, this heartache led to this place, which you are like, dreading or having to deal with. And then that having to deal with that will lead to a whole new beginning. It's like a whole new start if you just deal with this in April and get it done and do it properly. Be careful, not just because of what they're saying in your message, but also that you have the added thing of Mercury retrograde coming in near the end of the month. So just be careful with documents, make sure you're doing them properly, and move forward with balance. Don't rush anything forward just to get it done. Okay. Just move forward with balance, and then everything will be done properly and set up for the future is what it feels like. Very cool. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for watching. I think I'm going to do weekly readings this month. and maybe into the future, just because there's so much going on that I think we are going to need some weekly check-ins to see how things go. So I will see you soon. Have a great month and do what you need to do.
You'll not get the arse you want by sitting on it.